Hey guys, I'm Mike Illegal from DigitallyUnited, and today I have my special guest, Bosh Flimshaw. He's a local DJ and producer, and today we're going to be talking about the industry, what his challenges, what are his expectations, and the limits for his career. So I hope that you enjoy this interview because we have a lot to discuss. Why would you choose DJing? I mean, we all know it's a very competitive industry. It seems to me we have a ton of DJs in this city. So what made you want to DJ and produce despite this fact?
The bottom line is DJing is just something I love because I'm very interested in the whole electronic music scene and techno, house, even a lot of drum and bass, which is what I got started in. And I just love playing music for people and playing songs that maybe people would never had the opportunity to hear if I didn't bring it to them. So I consider it an honor and a privilege to be able to do it. Yeah, it is competitive. It's sometimes hard to get paid properly for your gigs, but when it works, and it's worth it.
Okay, so you have all these influences. Now, when it comes to your signature sound, do you sort of take your influences and build on their sounds?
Yeah. Growing up, it's interesting because the influences that I had, not related to electronic music at all, but, stuff that now I wouldn't necessarily listen to, but, the first albums you listen to, they have a place in your heart forever, So the first albums I can remember listening to were Thriller by Michael Jackson, Rolling Stones, my dad had a Rolling Stones record, Beatles records. I remember when me and my brothers, in 1994, I was 6 years old, me and my two brothers pitched $3 each to get a cassette of Green Day's Dookie, and that, changed my life. And then as I got older, alternative rock, independent rock, Smashing Pumpkins, Pavement, Pixies, Modest Mouse. And then at about 15 or so, I started getting into electronic music. My friends had been showing me some of it. And I really, I felt that particularly techno really did things that I never even imagined were possible in music. Like I had never considered music on that level before. So that really influenced me. The electronic potential, the idea that you can do anything you want to do because you can be so meticulous when you're not playing something live, when you have the opportunity to compose intricately, there's, endless possibilities. So that's my influence, I guess.
We have many DJs who are the focus in this industry. I mean, look at Digital Dreams, Veld, Tomorrowland in Belgium. I mean, the focus is on DJs. Like it's just on them. So what do you think about that?
A DJ set has a very powerful potential to take you somewhere,
Yeah.
in a way that maybe a live rock set can't, without belittling that, because of course live music is awesome. But they're different experiences. It offers an alternative. I'm happy to see that that there's something of a electronic music boom going on now. I personally am happy to go to festivals with pure electronic music. I like some versatility within that.
Okay, so how do you separate yourself from the competition?
I think the way you overcome it is try to do something original. Don't play the same tracks that everyone else is playing. Find your own voice. And it's hard to do when you're playing other people's music. But people will appreciate it if you're able to do that. You rank among the best.
I want you to talk about your first gig. How did you feel? What was it like to do your first gig?
My first gig that I can remember, I was, I think, about 17. We actually, 3 of us, shared a 1-hour set. Each of us doing 20 minutes. We were using vinyl. And, I did a lot of preparation for my 20 minutes. In the end, ultimately, we we performed before doors even opened. So it
Wow.
was it was sort of disappointing. We were playing to the staff and the crew and ourselves, you know. So and I think, you know, that's probably a common sentiment for upcoming, you know, new DJs, that they get shafted a lot, you know. I found, like, you know, when I started, I got shafted a lot. You know, bad time slots, a lot of, you know, canceled gigs. Sorry, you know, you can't play. You know, because when you're starting, you want to play every opportunity you can get, and people don't hold you in that high regard. But yeah, you know, I still took it seriously, you know, and I still do that now. You know, even if not that many people are gonna be there, your job is just to do your best. You know, do what you would be doing anyway.
I mean, it seems to me there's so many DJs out there. You know, it seems to be the theme of the day, but it's true. So what sets you aside from all the others?
Being very meticulous and mindful about your sets, telling a narrative with your sets. That's what I love to do. When you mix the two tracks together, they shouldn't be worse off for having mixed them. The idea is that, you know, they're better off for having been mixed together, and, you know, introducing a track in a certain way makes it ideal for people to listen to and, you know, get excited for it. And, you know, giving the music its place. If you're playing music, let people hear it, you know. Don't just mix super fast or something to prove you're skilled or whatnot. Don't, you know, put crazy effects to show, you know. I think that's a classic. I was like that when I first started, and I think that's a common thing for new DJs.
I'm sure you have a goal, and I'm just curious as to how you would achieve your overall vision. I mean, let's say you're here today and you want to be here. How do you really bridge the gap into being where you want to be in the future, and how would you overcome that?
I think a big factor with a lot of promoters is, you know, they need to let new talent into their circle. You know, I find a lot of times electronic music promotion companies are a very tight-knit circle, and if they allow anyone new to get in, it's because they have 3,000 friends on Facebook. They know they're going to bring a lot of people. So I find that the money side essentially takes over from the music side in a lot of cases, I think. And that's definitely a big challenge. And, you know, generally, I think for new DJs to really break in, you have to start throwing your own events. And I think that's the big challenge is, you know, getting shit together for your own events, and, you know, getting your own lineup together, getting your own crew, and then hopefully, you know, getting good artists, you know.